Something wonderful is about to happen to you. Okay, if nothing else is working, I want you to start using this Neville Goddard process, especially if you've been trying to visualize, trying to imagine, trying to think specifically about your desire, and you just can't get there and it's just not working and nothing else seems to be working. Do this and see magic results. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach helping you to change your energy, to change your life. And if you're new here and you like the content, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. To work with me or for information on my courses or my free audio training, that is all in the description box below for you. Also make sure to subscribe to my meditation channel, which the link is also in the description box below. So Neville Goddard has, this famous process of visualizing what you want, imagining what you want, and doing this before you go to sleep, feeling the emotion of it already done, and then going to sleep, because that's when we have access to the subconscious mind, right? Right before we fall asleep, right when we wake up, and during meditation, when you're in that detached state, in those theta brainwaves, right? Then we have access to our subconscious mind, and we can kind of make suggestions or kind of, plant a seed. And so what you're doing is you're planting a seed every night before you go to sleep. But for a lot of people, we struggle to think about our specific desire if there's a lot of resistance or doubt around it. And also we struggle sometimes to visualize what that would look like or what that would be like, right? And Neville Goddard talks a lot about imagination, visualizing yourself there with all of your senses, like experiencing it in the moment with your senses in your imagination. And if you can do that, fantastic. But if you can't, and you've tried and you can't do it, then this process will work for you. And he talks about this in, I believe it's The Law and the Promise. And he probably talks about it in other books too, but that's where I read it. So there was this woman who, she needed a job, she needed money, she didn't have any money, and she really wanted a job, and she needed to get all these different things like clothes and shoes and just she had a whole list of all of these things that she needed to get. And so she went to use the Neville Goddard process of imagining already having these things and seeing that in her mind before she went to sleep. And she couldn't, because she said, she spent so much time trying to visualize and see and experience every single one of these things on the list before she went to sleep. And then by the end of it, she felt so nervous that she couldn't sleep. And so it didn't work. And so she remembered this story that Neville Goddard mentioned previously, which is the, isn't it wonderful? Where someone else had used his method of, the feeling of the wish fulfilled before sleeping, but said, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful, that this thing has happened, that this thing is happening? And I believe it was an artist. And so she used the same kind of thing. And she said, something wonderful is happening to me. And all she did was focus on that, saying that statement of something wonderful is happening to me, and feeling that. So evoking the emotions that she would feel if something wonderful was happening to her in her life. And she did this repeatedly over many nights. And what happened was just incredible. She attracted abundance in the most unexpected and just effortless way, in which she didn't do anything. She bumped into someone that she knew, and long story short, eventually this person just started sending her checks. And every single month she was receiving all these checks, and it was accumulating to a lot of abundance. She didn't have to work. She didn't have to get the job. She didn't have to do anything. And it was like this contract she received that she was going to receive this money for the rest of her life. And so this story is so powerful. I want you to grasp the power of this story, because she stopped focusing on her desire specifically. She was no longer trying to imagine every part of it like a lot of teachers say, and even Neville has said for the longest time, right? She had to kind of be more general about it, like Abraham Hicks says, to, If you can't get specific, just go general. But as long as you're feeling the emotions that match what you want, you can manifest it. And she was persistent. She did this night after night of saying something wonderful is happening to me and feeling that. Just feeling that, those emotions that you would feel if something amazing was happening to you right now, some new opportunity, something just amazing, something wonderful, right? Isn't it wonderful? So, and then to attract something that was so unexpected that she could not have possibly predicted could happen. And that's the thing that Joe Dispenza talks about as well, is that things come out of the unknown. When we're in the unknown, when we're accessing the quantum field, we're in the unknown, things come to you in ways that you could not have predicted, like unexpected, magical even, right? Just like, how did that happen? I could not have predicted it if I tried. I was not expecting it to come in that way. So be open to however things can happen, because she was just trying to manifest getting a job. I mean, she attracted effortless abundance, that she does not need a job. She does not need to take any action. And most people would say, no, you have to take action in order to get money. You have to take action in order, and action's not bad, right? You always want to follow through on any inspired or aligned action. I know that I do a lot of the time. But there's also the other side of it. There is also the potential that your desire can come to you. There is also the potential that you can have an instantaneous healing. You don't have to actually do anything or go out and find something or, make something happen. That the person can find you or contact you. So things can come to you. And so the best way to do this process, because I don't want you to just kind of like rush about your day in default mode and then jump into bed and like, okay, something wonderful is happening to me. Because you probably won't be able to get to that feeling state either. So what I want you to do, whether it's before bed or it's during meditation after you've hit that state where you are detached. What Neville Goddard talks about is getting into a relaxed state before you try and feel the feelings of the wish fulfilled. Before you try to imagine it, get into a relaxed state, a state of meditation, right? Where your mind is not rushing about, it's not in survival mode, it's calm. It's present, it's in creation mode. Get into that deeply relaxed state before bed, if you're gonna do this before bed, or into that deeply relaxed state during meditation. And then say the statement, something wonderful is happening to me. And then feel it to the best of your ability. And if you don't get to the feeling the first few times, keep going. Practice it, because most likely, you've been practicing the opposite of that, right? You've been practicing other emotions that match your past or your present unwanted circumstances, and you need to practice these new, better feeling emotions more. And that's why Neville says persist, right? We know we have to, and Bob Proctor says to keep repeating over and over, repeat something. Even if it's a feeling, practice the feeling, keep practicing the feeling, because you're kind of pushing out the paradigm, right? The limiting beliefs, the normal way you usually think and feel is so programmed into you that you need to keep repeating or persisting in this new emotion, in this new thought. And just be playful with it. Just have fun with it. Like, what would that be? Like, something wonderful is happening to me. A new opportunity. My life is changing. A new life. Like, that kind of a feeling, tapping into those emotions. And in the story, this woman said that she wasn't imagining it happening, far off, but she was bringing it into the now as if it was happening right now, and she's feeling it. And when you are thinking a thought and you're feeling an emotion, your brain and your body believe it is happening right now. It does not know the difference. The brain and the body do not know the difference between something you're thinking or imagining and something that's actually occurring. And that's how we attract things. Same thing with the universe. The universe does not know the difference between something you're actually observing or experiencing in your outer world or something you're just imagining or feeling, okay? And so whether you're thinking about it or feeling it or experiencing it, it's happening. right? So if you're tapping into those emotions, it's happening now. Something wonderful is happening to me. Okay, so apply this and let me know how you go. Let me know in the comment section below. I love to read your comments. Give this video a thumbs up because it helps to reach more people and help more people. Subscribe if you haven't already and share this video with anyone who it may help. And also I have a link in the description box below for my partner and my kind of channel. It's kind of like joke battles, it's comedy, it's his channel, but I'm on it as well. So if you want to kind of see that, I mean, it's funny and I'm in it. So if you're interested, subscribe. That link's in the description box below. Have a magical day and I'll see you on the next one.